Yo, 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 yo. Welcome to another great episode of Culture Junkies Live. Pardon me. We're actually doing adulting stuff right now, and that's what today's topic is all about. Adulting as a nerd, and in fact, you know, GQ, myself, we're kind of in the middle of doing some really important adulting stuff right now. Like, what is it? I don't know. Something super important. But in any case, we want to thank you all for joining us. On the show with me today, across from me is Mr. GQ in his very important adulting thing. We've got across from me, next to me is the great Dadakuji.
Hi, everybody.
Who's opted not to do adulting today. And from remote is Gypsy and Fallen Marble. What's up, fellas?
How's it going? I'm having a good day.
Salutation.
Yeah, it's going good. It's going real good if this website would cooperate with us. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Oh, wait. It's trying to say my card is empty. Oh, no. That's not going to work for me. That's not going to work for me. So, yeah. We definitely are handling some business, but and we'll fill you on that as we go. But let's run the gamut.
Run the gamut.
Balls don't back.
No, they do not.
Hi, everybody.
Oh, you're just going to step on my
toes.
toes.
Oh, run the gamut.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Stepping
go
on
ahead.
my toes. You got to get hyping early.
Yeah.
So, word from the campfire, around the campfire. I'm going to give Meow Yin a little bit of joy with this story. Apparently, Jason Momoa is backing up Ray Fisher's claims. Here's the weird thing. Nobody still knows what his claims are. He's just backing up his claim.
So,
Treatment has been odd.
So, Fallen actually has some 2 cents to throw in on that one real quick.
Yeah, so a couple of things with this. Now, well, 2 things. Jason Momoa, one, says that apparently the live action Frosty the Snowman thing, he's claiming that that's not true, even though they posted this back in July. So he's saying that there was some type of announcement that was fake that they didn't get approval from him on and whatever. So, but a lot of places have been saying he got cast for this thing. I don't know if he's in it or not or whatever. I don't know, whatever the case may be. And on top of that, he has implicated himself that things have was rocky on the set of Justice League. So not only Ray Fisher's claiming something, now he's implicating himself, which means now he's in a spot where he's going to have to start bringing some facts as well. So the longer this goes on, the weirder it gets. Like, I don't know what the hell is going on right now. And it's like, now I'm just over it. Like, until somebody starts bringing some facts, like, I am just completely over it now.
Yeah, that's kind of pretty much where I'm at. Dado, what do you got?
Well, what I was doing was I was setting up the thingy on my phone. I wanted to have it all ready for you, but of course things don't ever run smoothly like they should. But just came out earlier this week. Xbox Game Pass is available on Android devices. That means all of them, from tablets to phones to the weird flipping, folding, and all that other good stuff. You can pull it up on your phone, the Xbox, if you have the Game Pass, and play games that are available for it. I was playing a little Minecraft because it doesn't require the controller. You can use the touchscreen for that one. And what I was trying to do is set up this controller right here, which is the 8-bit Bluetooth controller. This is the SN30 Plus 8-bit You can send me a check because I just told everybody out there that this controller is awesome. See, I said it. Well, you can use it. You can also hook up maybe PlayStation 4 controllers, because that does go into Bluetooth mode. You can hook up Xbox controllers and play Xbox games on your phone with all 3 of those controllers if you like.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's something for people who like to play video games on the go. It's not really something for me because I like being on my couch. It is a novelty for me because I don't really play mobile games, period. But there are tons of people out there because mobile is some people may disagree with it, but it's kind of future of gaming because there's a lot of kids out there that don't have PlayStations, they don't have Xboxes, they have phones that their parents gave them, and they're Fortniting it up, PUBGing it up, and all those other games that I don't really know, upping it up.
Wouldn't it kind of be a waste if they actually ended up just playing Fortnite from their Xbox on their
And
phone?
you literally could, if
Right.
that's possible. I mean, because I don't know if that's on Game Pass, but
Right.
it is something that's kind of cool, and I wanted to have it up for you guys, but the powers that be that usually happens says no.
Adulting sucks, doesn't it?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
What's up to Shinlu21 over in the Twitch chat? How you doing?
Right.
John Pio on the YouTubes. King Takeem on the YouTubes. How y'all doing this evening?
We want to say hi to everybody that's checking in on the various watch parties on Facebook right now. And we do encourage you that if you do want to kind of see your comments on the show, we can read them and we can see them and interact with you. Hop on over to our Twitch, twitch.tv/Culture Junkies. Join Shinlo over there. Give us a follow. Bump up the viewer rate so we can get to affiliate and do a whole bunch of other really cool stuff. But for me, to finish off, Run the Gamut. So announced today was kind of something somewhat exciting. Who remembers the old Super Mario Brothers movie with John Leguizamo and
I
Bob
do.
Hoskins? Okay.
Oh yeah,
So we're
make
gonna
me forget.
yeah, we're gonna get another one, but thankfully this one's gonna be 3D animated and helmed somewhat or involving Shigeru Miyamoto. So there's gonna be a 3D animated, Super Mario Brothers movie that's supposed to be coming out. I don't think it's gonna be this holiday, but I think it's coming out pretty soon. I'm actually kind of interested to see what they're gonna do with it, because seeing Mario in here's the one thing that I do hope. There better not be no live action crossover with this Mario movie. Like, it better just literally just be Mario in the Mushroom Kingdom with the princesses and Luigi and Bowser and all the rest of that stuff. He better not ever come to the human world. I don't want to see none of that. No, just stay right in your lane.
It
3D
worked for
animated.
Odyssey.
Yeah.
Princess,
What?
Princess Zelda's gonna show up for the Smash.
Right.
movie.
I don't want to see
Below.
that. Yeah, man, I don't want to see none of that. Just keep it in the realm. Keep it in the realm. You feel me?
Yeah.
Anybody else excited
that's-
about Super Mario movie? GQ.
I can't say I'm excited. Okay, so I am a Mario fan. I have loved Mario for an extremely long time. It's one of the reasons why I think I fell hard in love with game with Super Mario Brothers for the NES. And I don't know how you can get excited about a movie, not because of the John Leguizamo, the live action movie back in the day. It's just that I don't see what exactly they would do, because Bowser kidnaps Princess Mario, Luigi go after that's just so. Of course, it's cliche because it's been done time after time after time.
Sure.
For 30
How can I be
years.
excited about that?
Sure.
That
Nah, I hear you.
depends on if they do how they like they do with everything else. Comic book movies, game movies should be the same with a different universe type thing. So they can give us a completely different story, and I would be fine with that. Just give me something that wouldn't completely screw up everything that Mario is. I'm guessing they saw the Sonic movie. It worked.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It stayed true to what Sonic was, but it wasn't what we thought any of it was going to be. Like, they incorporated everything we needed to, but it was a completely different experience. If they
Yeah,
gave
now
me
see-
that with Mario, I'd be fine.
Yeah. Now, see, that was no, because Sonic crossed over into the real world.
And understandable, but I'm just saying,
Yeah,
the
well,
fact that they
understandable,
did the movie
right.
and it worked, that gives other people hope. Now they have a formula.
No. I don't want to see it. No.
I mean,
No.
I wouldn't
Not-
say real
not
world
with like a
stuff.
short animated
No.
Mario in the real world. That would
No.
not work. Like, I'm sorry.
No.
It was kind of weird.
No.
It was kind of weird seeing tall ass humans in Mario Odyssey with little bitty
Right.
mini
That
Mario
was hilarious.
walking around. That was
I
kind
don't
of
wanna see
weird.
it.
So
no.
The best thing that came out of that was the song.
Yeah, out of the chat.
Well, quick,
Yeah.
out of the Twitch chat, I mean, the Iguana Man says after the success of Detective Pikachu, Nintendo will flood movies with Brie Larson.
hey,
Brie Larson-
I'd
Brie
like to
Larson
see
was-
Metroid.
Okay, so
I'd like to see Metroid.
that should definitely be another topic. Who we cast as Samus Aran, and or any other Nintendo movie. So we'll have to table that discussion and we'll move on.
But before you jump, though,
Yeah.
I would definitely say that Super Mario Brothers needs the in-game treatment.
Wow, really?
For real, they
Really?
Need, they
I mean,
need
it
to-
would honestly,
they
it
need to do
would be
something
cool
really
if they
interesting.
actually adapted like Mario Brothers in the 7 Stars.
Yeah,
that's
and
just
then
me.
kill him off, and then let Luigi take over. the reign.
You know that's not happen. You know what
That's all
happened in the movie?
I
They
ain't saying
killed
all that.
Luigi. Mario gets all pissed off.
Yeah,
right?
no, I don't see that. Yeah, I don't see that happening. All right, so that was Run the Gamut. That was a good one. We got a lot of really other cool stuff to get to. In fact, the next topic is covering part of what GQ and I are kind of in the middle of doing right now.
Sample merchandise.
So yeah, in case you, wait, go ahead, Dado. Sorry, I almost stole your thunder.
Yeah, well, today was a big, huge day for people who love video games, and specifically people who love Sony. The PlayStation 5 got announced when it's coming out. Pre-orders are going to be tomorrow. The prices are there. You want a digital one, you're going to be paying $399, $400. You want a digital one, you're going to be paying $499 or $500.
For the disc-based one.
I said digital twice.
Yep.
Physical one, of course, the best one, the physical one is $499, and tomorrow you'll be able to get one. And our fellas here,
I was gonna say the pre-orders are up right now.
though the pre-orders are up
They're
at
up right
certain
now.
places,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't go and say, because you guys are having trouble right now with the Best Buy. It's in their carts,
Yes,
but it
this
won't
is
let them
trouble.
pay for it.
Yeah, this
so
is
it's
trouble.
a little trouble. The website has said we have a little bit of trouble right now. You guys are going to be pressing refresh till
You damn right. You damn
3
right.
a.m. Me, on the other hand, though I want one immediately, I really do. I sat back and thought and said, if I get this system, I'm going to hook it up to my TV, whatnot, take off the PlayStation 4, put that on there, and I'm probably going to play a PlayStation 4 game. Because the only game I really would want to buy is Spider-Man right off bat. Even though I kind of like Ratchet and Clank, I probably would do a Ratchet and Clank, but Spider-Man is the only $50 game that's coming out. Everything else is like $70. I just saw Assassin's Creed apparently is going to be $60, which is surprising. But I said, you know what? I'm going to wait. I'm going to treat myself for the birthday. I'm going to spare myself the headache of trying to get one launch day, because you two going to get it. And I'm friends with you two, and I can come to you guys' house.
Come posting up to our house, huh? Okay, I see how it is.
Hey, I don't even have to touch it. I can sit back.
Right, I see how it
there
is.
we
So,
go. Because I don't have a 4K television right yet, because
right, and both of us do. So he's
Yeah,
gonna come
so
on
I'm just
over
like,
and just okay. I see how he does. Gypsy. So, as kind of the guy that really pays attention to the game industry like that, let's kind of revisit some of the stuff that they announced at the release. At the showcase, today, some of the games, the prices, and how it compares to what the offering that Microsoft came out with. What was that, last week or a couple of weeks ago? I can't remember.
I think it was about 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
So I wasn't expecting them to have so many games to show us so much of this time. So I was kind of happy with that. It was a nice presentation. Just like I thought, the price was going to come out exactly the same as the Xbox. I want to go back and actually get the information saying that I did that. I'm excited about Miles.
Miles Morales, Spider-Man, by the way.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm excited about Miles Morales, Spider-Man. I saw very little gameplay because of work. I'm trying to just gather everything that I was able to get wind of.
Trust us, it was awesome.
Watch it again. It was
awesome.
I didn't watch it in the first place. I didn't get a chance to.
Yeah, trust us.
I haven't
Yeah,
seen
they had some
anything.
pretty cool
awesome.
stuff.
Yeah,
They
trust
showed
us,
a lot
it
of
was
longer stuff of things that you've seen before, like The Village. They showed that Resident Evil 8. Of course, Miles Morales had me like, oh my god. I was like, wow, this is
Yeah.
They didn't
How
show
much of Demon
God of
show
War,
did
which
they show?
I hate teasers.
Yeah, the whole
They
Ragnarok
actually
thing
showed-
at the end. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was crazy. I did see that. I saw the Ragnarok pop up.
Yeah, they actually showed plenty of Demon Souls. It looks good. I'm
Yeah,
not
Demon
playing
Souls.
it, but it looks good.
I wanna see
Oh, and
more
Devil
of
May
it
Cry
because I wanna know
5.
if I'm playing it.
Gosh,
Devil May Cry
Special
5
Edition.
Special Edition.
I still
okay.
need to play 3, 4,
Yeah. And,
5
to me,
remake.
To me, actually, the showcase today, they showed a lot of games that we kind of already seen before. They didn't really show a lot that was too new, except for Demon Souls, and obviously they showed Final Fantasy 16, which is exclusive to PS5
And PC.
And PC. So, Gypsy, you also had kind of an issue with that. Why is that?
Not really an issue. Just they've given us so much of what the newer Final Fantasy is. I just kind of thought that at some point they would kind of take a step back and give us another, just an RTS. Just give us another JRPG
Yeah,
and take the time of that thing being out and go ahead and work on the next title. So that way there's no excuses and stuff. That was basically the whole hope. I'm okay with what they put up. It's just I need a little bit of that nostalgia back at this point. We've had like 6 or 7 games where it was, I can't say the same thing, but pretty close.
Yeah,
And
I think
But
I just need that change up.
You've had decades of turn-based.
right.
Decades.
Like back since
Because it worked.
There was. Look,
1985.
wait. Hold on. Gypsy, my friend.
I'm
My
here.
friend.
I'm here.
My friend. 8-bit, 16-bit,
Uh-huh.
32-bit,
Uh-huh.
and the beginnings
Of 64.
of whatever 64 or
Yeah.
whatever we're in right now
Right.
have all been turn-based. You have tons of stuff to choose from.
Emulator.
Tons. There's
Emulators.
very little,
Yep.
very little real-time,
Action.
action RPGs. Very little. Small. Little bit. Small. Start off Kingdom Hearts, small. Most people don't even pay attention to that one. Right now you got Final Fantasy, you got Final Fantasy 14, you got Final Fantasy 16, you got a little bit of 13, little bit, okay? You got a lot of that stuff.
Then you got the
Ain't no reason to go back,
7
man.
remake.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Made
got
it
Seven
perfect.
Remake, which is absolutely
And
perfect.
the 7 remake has it in there, and it has a turn base in there. You didn't hear one person talk about playing a turn base.
Damn
Not
it,
one.
no.
They put that in
I'm
there.
going to
So,
play it
come on.
turn-based first, just
but
because
you already did.
of what it is.
Right, you
Yeah,
did
you
that
did
with the
back
original.
on. Yeah, you did the
with
original.
Come on,
So
now.
I'm saying I understand that you have a heart for nostalgia, and there's nothing wrong with it.
we love
Nothing.
nostalgia.
Yeah,
around here.
I mean,
we love nostalgia. around
nostalgia.
here. Yeah.
But that's the whole thing is that it's there for you to always pick up and play. So, in my honest opinion, I want them to move forward with the games. And until they can find out how to innovate turn-based, which I don't think they can, I'm hoping that they don't do turn-based.
All right, guys. So to kind of keep it moving along because we don't have a few more minutes. So the other thing that they kind of showed, besides the price, which is as Dido already alluded to, they also showed what is being called the PlayStation Plus Collection, which is, I guess they're going to be giving you access to all of the games that were previously made available for PlayStation Plus users. And those of us that didn't get the chance to download it ahead of time, now we'll be able to get all of those games and be able to download them and play them as long as we have a PlayStation Plus collection. So it's in a way a PlayStation Plus subscription. So in a way, this is supposed to be their answer to Xbox Game Pass. What does everybody think of it?
I think it's
Well,
cool. I honestly think it's cool, especially for people that's already subscribed to it, because mine is pretty much good until November of next year. Now, granted, I have most of those games already, so it doesn't really benefit me that much. But if anybody wants to make the jump over to the PS5 and be able to play those games and take advantage of the hardware, I think it's actually pretty cool because they're giving you something in addition to subscribing to this thing. It's not necessarily supposed to be like Game Pass or whatever, but they also have PlayStation Now, which is their equivalent, which I think is sufficient enough. So I think it's actually a pretty good deal. And plus you get crazy discounts whenever they have sales, which is almost every month. So I think it's cool. I think it's cool.
So just to kind of help you out, so the PlayStation Plus collection is a new PlayStation Plus benefit of the PS5. The games consist of first-party classics like Uncharted 4, God of War, The Last of Us Remastered, Bloodborne, plus third-party titles like Arkham Knight, Fallout 4, Mortal Kombat 10, Battlefield 1, Monster Hunter World, Final Fantasy 15, The Last Guardian, Ratchet and Clank, Infamous Second Son, which is a PS3 title.
Oh, it's not.
No, it's
That's
not.
a
That's right.
PS4
It's a
game.
PS4 title. It was like a launch title. Days Gone, Detroit Become Human, Persona 5, Until Dawn, and Resident Evil Biohazard. Now, that's actually a pretty damn good list. But
Yeah.
what I want to know is are they going to add to it afterwards? Are they going to kind of expand on it? Because my first thought was that they were trying to roll PlayStation Now into this PlayStation Plus collection, which Dido said was probably not a smart idea for them.
No, I mean PlayStation Now would be kind of cool, but that would be an added thing on top of, because if you play for the network, which you do,
Right.
everybody here, if you want to play online, pays for the network, you get free stuff.
How much is the Game Pass? How much is Xbox
Game Pass is like $14 a month, but you
Right.
can roll it in with your
Goals.
your gold subscription.
But
and
I
you
thought they
pay.
were getting rid of goals.
No, they are like what it is that basically it's kind of weird because like you can't really find like 12-month Game Pass things anywhere because I
Yeah.
guess it's like kind of significantly more than the regular gold because it's like $15 for 1 month and it's like 45 for 3, I think. So, but it's like okay, this could work, but I mean that's still a pretty decent amount of change or whatever to pay that up for a year.
Mhm.
Whereas PlayStation Plus, that's $60 or just $10 a month. If you wanted to add $10 with the PlayStation Now, you can. So I don't know. Like I think the way they at least orchestrate like the Plus with the PlayStation Now, I think it's more manageable in a way because like better structured rather in a way because like again like the maximum for the Game Pass is only like 3 months at a time.
Well, no, that's the thing is that the Iguana Man says that Xbox Gold is now Game Pass Ultimate, which means you get Xbox Gold and Game Pass. And I was wondering what
damn good
happened.
deal.
Yeah, I was wondering what happened because like when Streets of Rage 4 came out, I wanted to sign up for Game Pass because it was $1, right, for a month. And I was like, all right, because I can just play the game, see how it is, cancel it. And when my Switch copy comes in, I'll, play the heck out of that. And then when it was come time to cancel, it says, oh, you're good until February next year. I say, wait, what happened? And apparently they just upgraded my Xbox Gold into that. So I'm not paying per month for anything. It's just you pay the one time and you get a year of both. So that's looking at that, it's going to be kind of hard to be like, should I keep this? Should I not keep this? Because
all right, last comment, and we're gonna move on.
Yeah, it's like what they did is that for anyone that had gold and whoever like wound up purchasing like a gold card after that, like once you redeem it, it'll like prorate it toward the ultimate. Like it's weird because it's like it's not like the full like if you got like the full month for like the gold, like it wouldn't prorate it the full month. It'd be like a little bit less than that because it doesn't equate to the Game Pass. So it's like it's weird the way they did it, but it does kind of add to it. They just prorated a certain amount if you still got any.
well, that works.
All right,
But yeah.
So honestly, there was obviously a lot of really exciting news that kind of came out today. Not just the price, but that the pre-orders will be dropping tomorrow. As we already said, GQ and I are busily like hitting that refresh so we can make sure that it stays in our Best Buy cart and we can check out like as soon as possible. Because when 12 midnight happens, them pre-orders gonna go quick, and damn sure he and I are gonna have one. I guarantee you. But there was some other really awesome news that came out this week, and we're gonna jump to that right now. All right, so Jonathan Majors, who's currently starring in Lovecraft Country on HBO, with Jussie Smollett-Bell, he has been cast into Ant-Man 3. The rumor is, it hasn't been fully confirmed yet, but the rumor is that he is going to be playing Kang the Conqueror, who is a major Avengers villain, major Fantastic Four villain, and this sent shockwaves across the internet yesterday when this announcement came out. So I want to ask everybody in the panel, what do they think of the announcement? Not only that they're going to have a black person play Kang the Conqueror and the implications of what that can mean for Fantastic Four, but just setting up Kang the Conqueror in Ant-Man 3 as possibly the next major villain for the MCU moving forward.
I think it's cool because if I hear about Kang the Conqueror, he's extremely, what's the word? Powerful villain, and he's related to Doom in some way.
Nope.
No, I know he's Nathan, but has something to do with Doom coming into it. I don't know all the freaking connections and whatnot, but Doom is coming, and with that, Fantastic Four is coming. All of them have to come because if they're gonna have this guy, Kang the Conqueror, which is supposedly Nathan Richards, whatever.
Yeah, the descendant of Reed Richards.
Yeah, and you can't introduce somebody from over here and not introduce somebody from over
Right,
here.
because like and you bring up a great point because it's like okay, the announcement of Kang the Conqueror coming into Ant-Man 3, the implications are that Kang the Conqueror being a time traveling villain, it indicates that he's probably on Ant-Man's trail because of him messing with the quantum realm, messing with the timeline, and all this other kind of stuff. But it also opens the door for possibly Reed Richards to be sideloaded as a character in Ant-Man 3 himself. So there is that possibility as well. I want to kind of get Fallen Marvel. What's your take on Kang the Conqueror being announced possibly and being played by Jonathan Majors?
For one, I mean, I'm glad the brother is getting his shine. Like he's really been making some waves like within the last year and stuff. So like if it does pan out to be true, totally happy for the guy.
Mm-hmm.
So going into this with Ant-Man 3 and then they're bringing in a character like Kang the Conqueror, that would actually be pretty awesome because Kang the Conqueror is like one of the people that was quite the figurehead in Marvel villains for quite some time, and not only just like a one-off, like consistently.
Yeah,
like
he pops up everywhere.
He's been a consistent thorn in a lot of Marvel heroes' asses. So it's gonna be really interesting to see how they do this with Ant-Man and the possible links to them integrating Fantastic Four IPs over into that, because I mean, again, like those were kind of, I mean, say what you like, the MCU has been pretty good and pretty great or whatever, but I mean, we got to be real that those IPs that Fox had were some pretty important pieces missing from the puzzle. So I think I would like to see where they go with this and just where it goes from here, because I mean, I don't know, I'm just kind of curious to see what phase it falls into, because I think this is the first time we've heard anything really about the sequel for that.
Yeah, about the future of the MCU really in general.
Yeah. Like I think this is like the first time we heard anything Ant-Man related, like as far as going forward.
Right. No, that's absolutely true. GQ Gypsy, any comments on Kang the Conqueror being the next MCU villain?
I'm just glad they went and found a villain that could start tying different things together. Gives them more branches, I want to see where they're going with it. That'd be nice, because even King in the chat over here, he brought up that he's a minor villain in X-Men as well.
Yeah.
So I know not to get my hopes up for certain things, but like just to have somebody lead into something decent that could work with something nice that comes out of the X-Men would be nice right now.
I mean, yeah, considering the last thing that we had didn't exactly go over well,
right?
which a lot of people
don't plaster the X-Men in the face. Build up to it now. Come on.
Yeah.
Well, thank you to Francisco Veras and Devron Lamar Valiant. Prince Valiant.
Hey, Devron, what's up, man?
Devron.
But no, I think it's cool, like Gypsy said, that they're going to actually have a villain that can carry through a couple of different franchises versus, being like a one-off, like a Malekith or, some of the ones that they've just kind of killed off right away. So I think, it's going to be interesting to see where they go with this because, again, like you guys have already said, he hits X-Men, Fantastic Four, Avengers. So he hits a lot of different teams, basically.
Yeah.
And Ant-Man,
was there ever anything where he dealt specifically with like the Guardians cast of what we have now that we haven't seen?
No, not really.
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
And I think it was even said in the chat, and I can't see it.
Right here.
Oh, there it is. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. No, it was in the chat. Somebody had brought up that, I'm trying to remember what it was that they said. It said something interesting about Kang in the chat. It was, no, not time travel. There it was. Iguana Man had brought up how much respect that MCU gives Ant-Man's movies, and they've definitely done a lot with those films, and I appreciate that because Ant-Man was a character I never really cared much about, but now I do.
See, there you go. Why I was confused. Hannah Omega saying he thought that or he remembered that Kang the Conqueror was a descendant of Doom.
No, they changed.
Now they changed.
Yeah,
it.
they changed it. They changed it. Because even in Young Avengers, when Young Avengers came out, Iron Lad was a young Kang the Conqueror, but his name was Nathaniel Richards, a descendant of Reed Richards. So yeah, so Kang could be. I mean, and Hannah Omega is saying Kang is way too hardcore a villain for Ant-Man, for Ant-Man has made so far. But I think that's part of the point. Like, having Kang come after Ant-Man after him discovering the quantum realm and do the time traveling thing, that kind of is a perfect almost segue for him to say, to almost even start rebuilding the Avengers again, because there's this guy I ran across that poses a major threat. We need to be ready for this guy if he ever returns, because I barely survived, this first time. So Ant-Man could kind of be like, hey, we need to get the band back together. What am I going to do? And then, follow that up with the other kind of announcement that came out that kind of flies under the radar. But Chris Hemsworth pretty much said that even after, Thor Love and Thunder, he's staying on as Thor. Like, he ain't quitting the role. He going to be Thor for a while.
I like his attitude.
Yeah, he's gonna be Thor for a while. Like, he wants to be Thor, which I love that. I love that about him.
For sure.
Yeah.
Like, I love the commitment to the character, and plus he's at this point he's having like tons of fun with it, and you can't be mad at him for it. Like,
oh, absolutely not.
You love the guy.
Yeah, absolutely not. Hey, we'll say hello to Sharita Jackson. Thank you for joining the show. We covered a lot of really great topics, but we're going to be getting over to the main topic of today. All right, so check it, everybody. So the main event is about adulting as a nerd, because we all remember them days back in the day when we were like 6, 7 years old, pulling out the service merchandise Christmas catalog.
Oh gosh, I remember.
Oh God,
I used to love looking at that thing, circling what you want.
Seeing the five diecast Voltron Lions, the Castle of Lions, or going to see the latest the USS Flag in there, or going to see any number assortment of G.I. Joe vehicles, or hell, go to 1986 when the NES came out and you wanted every single damn game that you had, but you just had a birthday. You got one damn game. You ain't going to get another one, or you ain't going to get all the other games. So you had all these choices, but you didn't have the money. Now flip that. You got all the money, but you ain't got the time. You ain't got the time. So that's what makes it tough about being adulting as a nerd. GQ kind of knows a little bit about that. I mean, he's got a lot of discretionary income, but I think he's kind of selective with his stuff. He doesn't necessarily buy everything under the sun. What do you think? What do you say?
I buy things that the only thing that is on my list that I have not acquired as an adult is the Flag, and the reason
I'm sorry, I thought you had it.
No.
Oh, I could have swore you had it for some reason.
The only reason I don't even have that thing is because it's like, for one, where are you going to put it? For two, I don't necessarily need it, because it's a huge 7.5-foot toy. It's the biggest toy ever made in history, and that's awesome. But I don't need that thing. So what I've turned a lot of my income towards is collectibles that accumulate value. That's been my adulting thing. But yeah, as far as the video game thing, and Dido can definitely speak to it a little bit more than me, but we both have the same issue, is I've got a lot of games that I haven't played because the income is there to buy them when I'm ready, whenever I feel like it, whenever I catch a good deal. But it's like, man, I gotta work, or I gotta, or I've worked and now I gotta get some sleep. Like, if I had my income now as a kid, I probably wouldn't be able to be me now, because I wouldn't have studied nothing. I would have failed all my classes. I would have had all these games that I had time to play. So I would have been kind of screwed over.
Absolutely, so you're absolutely right
it's a
about that.
double-edged sword on that. We'll turn it over to y'all though.
Right, Dido, speak on that a little bit more.
Boy.
Like, that's your life every day.
It is every day, because like this week has been, I had to be to work extremely early. And you would think after work, oh, you get off work at 1:30? Yeah, I'm going to go home and play some video. And you think about it all day. I'm going to go home and play some video game. You know what happens? You sit on that couch. You know what happens? You go to sleep. You fall asleep like, the heck? You know, you're a kid. If you were up at 5 in the morning, you could be awake and energetic, because 5 in the morning Saturdays, you got up, watched them cartoons, and you were up all day, and you didn't nap.
You had a line of cartoons ready to watch.
Yeah.
Robert Lee Williams?
Yeah, Devin Lamar brought up something that you should probably touch on, though.
Right.
Because it's straight video game related right there.
Right, he's like, I miss the old days when we would all go to the arcade, put our quarters on the screen, and say, I got next. They don't do that no more.
Yeah.
That's what I miss about being a kid as an adult. I don't do it anymore.
Bro,
Yeah,
that's
well, yeah,
that's one of
absolutely.
the things that I feel that is 100%.
YL, I hate you. YL, I hate you.
He did what?
He says he pre-ordered a PS5.
Good.
But
that
you know what? He probably did it in person. He probably
he
did it
could
in
have.
person. I don't hate you. I was just joking. I'm just jealous of you. But I'll get mine. I'm going to get mine. You damn sure. Sorry, go ahead. Please.
Well, one of the things about that whole arcade thing that I think is I've been hearing a lot of problems in the fighting game community. A lot of people like to talk mad smack because they can do it all over online and blah, blah, blah.
man.
In the arcades, that
They
was
work.
none of that stuff.
Hell no. You
might
Joe Rock.
now. There might be some people in there talking a little bit of smack here and there because you're playing a video game.
Right.
But they weren't getting into like
It wasn't personal.
yeah, not at all. But like it, if people talk like how they talk on the internet, it'd be a lot more violence. And people are like, oh yeah, video
Well,
games
shit.
are creating violence.
I mean, honestly, back in the day, that happened to GQ one time. For real. Like this dude was like, he was getting pissed for what? Well, GQ was kind of humiliating him.
Well,
Like,
dude,
you know what I mean, he was humiliating him.
Mortal
yeah.
Kombat 2, I was a beast.
Yeah, he was kind of humiliating him. And dude got mad, right? So like he literally bumped some dude out of the way that was supposed to go next. He
Yeah.
was like, no, man, I'm getting back in there. GQ bit him again. It's like even worse the second time.
Yeah.
So he goes back out. He goes out in the parking lot. He want to fight, and I'm like, dog, really?
It's like, why you want to fight, bro?
Like,
you
really?
just bring it in the game. You lost in the game.
Right.
Man, pick your tail up because that's what I did a long time. There's only one time that I recall wanting to whoop somebody's ass playing a fighting game, and that was some Smash Bros. When it first came out for the Nintendo 64. I don't know what it was. I never felt angry playing a fighting game ever. That game angrified me. Angrified. Made it up. Put it in the dictionary.
Angrified.
Yeah, and I was just,
Angrified.
I was burninating. I was just like, man.
Burninating. That's another one.
No, I didn't make that one
Oh,
up.
you
That's
didn't?
that's a Homestar Runner thing. But
Oh,
still.
okay, man. Just talk about old school. So, Fallen and Gypsy, what's kind of like your thing about being an adult as a nerd? Like, so, what's the thing that you kind of struggle with now as an adult that you kind of wish you didn't have this problem when you were a kid?
I think a lot of it had to do with just, well, as much as I love my mother, she hated buying video games for me. So
damn.
I didn't really get a lot of video games growing up. Like I did occasionally, like, on holidays, Christmas, whatever, like that or whatever. But there's a lot of games between the Genesis, SNES, 64, like all the way up to, I think Dreamcast is where like I really was able to like acquire more video games like on my own. But like up to that point, no, there's plenty of games I missed out on during that whole during those generations. So, it was trying to get used to that and trying to put aside like money for stuff that I wanted, and it's I still never forget the first time I blew money as a kid on video games. My mom was so mad. It was
Really?
Fighting Force. It was Fighting Force, Rival Schools, and Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter.
These are the
All
These are the PlayStation
PS1
4s?
games.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the
That's
PS1
not
games.
blowing money, except for Fighting Force. But that's
Right?
That's not blowing money.
Fighting Force is
Right?
not that.
At the
it's not that
time,
good.
it was
Compared to the
it
other
was
two,
quite
yeah.
expensive at the time. I think like it was like $135 like at the time, like all three. So
That's still not
Yeah, like-
bad.
yeah, before
Yeah.
a 13-year-old that's never had money before.
But hold up, was it your money though?
Was it your birthday money?
It was.
That's
It
your
was.
money. That's
You
your
still
money.
own the game.
Right, that's your money. Like you ain't got nothing to say. You gave this to me,
Right.
this money. You gave this money to me to spend on what I want.
My mom was pissed.
What's
though,
that?
But yeah,
Do you still own the game?
You still own the game?
You still
one of
have
them.
them?
No, two of them. I actually had to rebuy two of them again. But Fighting Force, I just left.
Okay.
Did you trade those in or something?
Yes. I was gonna say it looked like it was written on his face. Like, yeah, he did.
Just actually, I think like I let a friend borrow them, and
Ooh, that's dope. That's like those one thing. Yeah.
Never mind.
Oh man.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, Gypsy, you still around, man? What you got? getting older?
Oh God. Well, Kyle, man, dang, you kind of hit the nail on the head. I didn't really get much until I got the Dreamcast. Like when I turned 18, I moved out directly across the street because my mom was like my landlord, and so I had the extra money to like finally go and do stuff. So I remember I got the Dreamcast and the Xbox, and I just played the hell out of the Dreamcast. But before then, I had the Dreamcast. I think I bought that while I was still living at home because I remember playing Phantasy Star Online until like 5 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, that turn-based stuff.
Turn-based. Phantasy Star Online was
Phantasy Star Online was amazing.
Was it action RPG though?
It was very much. It was more almost like an MMORPG, except for it wasn't really massive. It was kind of like a small group, which was only 4 people. You go into dungeons and you freaking get through
3. But it was my introduction to MMOs, and I think it's the reason why I still love the genre so hard today. Which is, and that just holds a play. Like I had that and an Xbox with at that time. I think it had been out just about a year, so there was a lot of games out, and I had went and spent like $200 on Xbox games, and they collected dust over there in the corner. And then that's when I found Soul Calibur. That was the first time I had somebody mad at me over a fighting game. He actually took his controller, put it up like this, took my controller out of my hand, and walked out the front door.
Wow.
Yo, Severo used to do that to me all the time, bro. He used to do that to me all the time. Reaching across, like trying to keep me from being able to input my controller. I'm like, dog, like stay over in your own lane, bro.
Bro, just beat me.
Right. Yeah, man. He used to, he used to unplug my controller. Oh man, I used to hate it when you used to do that.
Dude, you can't get back to the fight.
Right, like come on.
I'm glad you can't do that anymore.
Right,
Anyway, smacking it out of somebody's hands like you're gonna pony up $70. You break my controller.
Right,
Controllers cost too much now.
Right. So out of the chat.
Sharita Jackson, raise your hand or head if you sacrificed your happiness for your kids' enjoyment, aka by their game instead of yours. I don't have kids, so I can't raise my hand. And I wouldn't, even if I had kids, I still wouldn't do that.
Right? No.
Y'all are getting whatever game I get. Y'all might get again. Eventually. But,
it's a good thing that I make enough money that I don't have that problem anymore. Like I can buy them their game, but I can buy my game as well. And thankfully, I've raised my kids right. Well, their games are my games. So
realistic,
right?
Hey, that's how you do it.
Right.
I don't trade.
My son's too young to even care yet, so I ain't got that problem yet.
Right.
Robert Lee Williams' Phantasy Star Online 2 is pretty good.
Oh, I played the beta of that, and I was just like, I wanted to get myself addicted again, but then I was just like, I can't get other stuff.
So here's another one, right? So for me personally, like one of the other things that extends to this is consuming media. Like, so we're talking like, back when we were younger and we had all this time, you could watch as much anime as you wanted, like pop in the VHS.
No,
like,
you couldn't.
Yeah, you could.
Watch. No, you couldn't.
No. Let me adjust what I mean.
Okay,
let me adjust what I mean. You could watch what you had that was available.
Thank you.
Right? Because back when we were younger, anime wasn't nearly as prevalent as it is now. But I'm just saying, like, we could have like all the time that we wanted to spend watching anime, like 6, 7, 8 hours a day, right? We ain't got that kind of time no more. Like we got to be more judicious when we're watching and what we're watching.
That does depend on stuff because as an adult, because I am tired after work and sometimes can't concentrate on a video game, it's easy just to pop on the anime and just watch it, man. But I don't kill series like I used to because I remember when I was young and Neon Genesis Evangelion came out, friend had all the VHS tapes. I spent a day, me and my cousin, watching all of it. And that was 26 episodes, 20 minutes or a half hour.
Or even the days like you would binge watch Bleach.
Yeah,
like,
but it's kind of hard to do that now because anime is so prevalent. You only get one episode a week for like all the new stuff.
Right.
So unless you're going back and watching old stuff or watching stuff on Netflix, it's kind of hard to do that.
Yeah.
But but I don't like falling asleep on that stuff, so I usually don't try to, watch the anime like that.
In a way,
I still watch it. Every day I watch anime.
In a way, there's, what helps, even though there's a lot of anime out there, dude, a lot of it is trash. I ain't gonna lie. A lot of it is trash. They are shoveling out a lot of crap.
They're shoveling out everything, but some stuff is good. Some stuff is stupid, hilarious, like Backstreet Girls.
Canceled My Hero.
Backstreet Girls, I just saw it yesterday. Is so.
Oh yeah.
It's-
I kind
that
of
is
want to
so
see that. I kind of want to
ridiculous.
see that.
Ridiculous.
You know
Did what, Gypsy?
They canceled My Hero.
what?
You ain't heard about
Season
Cancel
5
My Hero Academia?
What? You out your mind?
Yes.
Yeah, no, I
They-
think
it's
that's
gone.
mine, bro.
You out your mind, bro? No, man.
No, they was announced.
Are you shitting me?
Dude, I'm telling you,
I'm
no.
That
pissed.
is too big. That's fucking Naruto levels
Just
big.
Put it in the chat. We'll check the link.
We'll check. You know, see now I
Yeah.
gotta verify this shit like right now. So
Yeah.
but no,
Yeah.
no,
They got
no,
two
man,
different
'Cause I don't wanna be
trustworthy
mad
sources,
yet.
and I'm upset.
no,
I
man.
don't want to be mad yet.
But
so hold
back
on.
in the day, luckily, I had a back door, like I had a cheat code for anime. Actually, you know him, Picture Man. I could say he had everything from Astro Boy up until whatever existed by 1997 imported. So like I just
Nice.
whatever I wanted, I could just be like, hey, let me borrow this entire season of Dragon Ball 5 years before anybody sees it, and he just freaking had it. So like I never really.
Yeah, man.
had that
I'm gonna
burst.
need you to come up out the source that said that to you because
Yeah.
I don't see nothing.
There's
that
nothing
says
saying
that.
that's got canceled,
Nothing that says that. And like
I
I
will
said,
give you both
My
the
Hero
sources I
is-
got real quick.
My Hero is way too big of a
Way too big
franchise
to cancel.
for them
I know.
for them to cancel. No way.
If it goes away,
No
I'm
way.
kind of burning something down somewhere.
But you know, and it doesn't even extend to just anime. We're talking like there's a lot of different other TV shows that I want to see that I just don't got time to watch, man. Like I've been wanting to watch The Expanse for forever. I just
Is it an hour-long show?
I don't remember, but
'Cause
it's got like 3 seasons.
Probably
That's
is.
my problem. If
Probably
anything's
is.
an hour long, I'm probably gonna fall asleep on it. If
Okay.
it's 20 minutes, I can hold my freaking attention and then maybe go to the next one. But if it's an hour long, gosh, I got to be like,
No, The Mandalorian's an hour long.
well, that one keeps me going. First off,
Not really.
it's like,
It's like-
so. I'm not saying that the other stuff is boring,
Right.
but I think I had fallen asleep on the episode of Mandalorian. I had to start it over again,
Shame.
and it was not. It's just after work when
Is
you
it
come
just
home.
when you-
Sometimes you just,
okay.
I'm just freaking
Well,
tired.
wait,
Right.
did you binge that one or did you watch it a little bit?
No, I watched it every week.
Oh, okay.
Just one a week. So
okay.
a lot of stuff I end up watching one a week if I can.
I mean, dude, there's literally so many shows that I want to see that I just don't have time for anymore. It's like I have to be very judicious with, you know, my media consumption because I got to split it between, well, you know, being a culture junkie and doing this thing, but I got to split it between playing games. I got to split it between being a parent. I got to split it between extracurricular stuff, taking my son to and fro, baseball stuff and
That's
stuff.
still part of parenting.
Yeah, it's part of parenting, but you know, I just don't have the time, and it's so like so. I can't wait for my kids to get grown and get the hell out the house because it feels like I'm gonna be a hermit crab because I'm gonna be like.
Man, your kids is doing good.
Yeah,
You
they
know,
are.
you better
I'm
appreciate-
just
you
saying.
better
I'm just
appreciate
saying.
all that.
I do. You know I do. But I'm just saying when they get grown, get the fuck on out. And then I can have my life back, and then I can literally start being a hermit crab and catching up on all the stuff that I've been missing.
You ain't
go
gonna
ahead.
have time even then.
You're gonna fall
'Cause
asleep.
you're gonna find something else to do.
Sleep. Wow, stop it.
Because dude, that's another thing is juggling video games and watching stuff. Because, like, again, when I do feel energetic to play a video game, first thing I do when I get off work, I want to chill a little bit. I want to chill, so I don't jump right into playing a video game. I'm gonna sit back. I'm gonna watch something. But then if I'm not tired, I end up just watching stuff and not playing a video game. I'm like, God damn, I want to freaking play a video game.
All right.
So
So
it's-
you know what?
King
I was
to king.
just about to talk about that.
King to king stirring up the pot right now. Spouses take up your free time, make you watch the same series over and over,
But won't watch one damn anime series.
Well, that sounds like a personal problem
thing.
right there.
Yeah, man.
it most definitely is because my sweets, she likes some anime, not a whole bunch. The ones she likes to watch, we'll watch it together,
here's
and
the-
then everything else I basically watch by myself.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. You know, and not to talk about her because I know she's sitting right over there. She's sitting right over there. Not to talk about her, but I'm saying, like, don't you hate it when she be like, she insists you got to wait for her to watch it together.
She doesn't really do that, to tell you the truth. I mean, but still, because
Okay, I'll give her
we
credit.
we
there.
actually watch it together. Because I
give
will
her
hold off
credit
because like she likes Food Wars.
Uh-huh.
And I started watching Food Wars before she did. When I brought her into watching Food Wars, she's like, "Oh, this is great." She didn't even ask to watch from the beginning. She just started from where I was at, kept up with it, and I was like, "You know what? We'll watch this together." I just made it our together show, and the newest season came out, and we haven't been watching it because she's been, busy. I've been doing other stuff. It just builds up episodes. So when we get the time to spend together, we can just watch a whole bunch of them.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I just must have a great poker face because when somebody asks me to, when I do have a significant other, when they ask me to wait, I don't, and I'll look them right in the face and tell them I waited.
I do that shit too, though. I ain't gonna lie.
There are certain things that I do not come between me and my entertainment.
Because it's like, seriously, how hard is it for you to just say, no, baby, I ain't watched that. You can just watch it again, and you just...
dude, I'm really good at
can
acting
read
surprise.
through me.
Right.
That's unfortunate. It's just
Like,
like
dog, are you
read right
serious?
through me.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Absolutely. All right, so anyway, y'all, the chat is on fire. We want to see what everybody's got to talk about. The power is yours.
The power is yours.
So Robert Lee Williams is like, anyone watching Lovecraft Country? Like, who isn't watching Lovecraft Country?
Me.
Like literally,
Me,
it seems like
because I don't have
every damn
HBO
body.
Max.
Well, I understand
I've
that.
never
but
heard of it.
Yeah, Lovecraft Country is actually a fantastic show. Like, it's up. That one and P Valley seem to be like the hot shows in the Black nerd community right now. Anyway,
They need to find some better names.
P Valley, yeah.
Yeah, that does sound kind of bad.
Yeah.
Like,
Valley.
it's like, I'm not going to P Valley. That's
Right,
gross.
right. Lovecraft Country. Like
Yeah.
there's certain,
I get Lovecraft because it probably has something to do with H.P. Lovecraft.
and
It
that's
does.
fine.
So
yes,
that's-
I suppose.
I don't know what the hell a P
Yeah,
Valley is.
P
All
Valley.
right.
No, P Valley is pretty literal from what I've seen. So it's if that's what you
About
thought when you
strippers?
first heard it, that's what it is. So
Oh, it's about strippers.
there you go.
So yeah. So
Interestingly weird.
So the other thing is like Head of Omega Kang is the far future linguistic corruption of king, by the way, for what it's worth. That's actually pretty funny. All right, so John P is like, who is willing to get the digital only PlayStation 5? I'll be honest. Me, I would be willing to do it.
Have fun with that.
I would be willing to do it, but
I understand why, though.
yeah, I understand. Yeah, because even right now, most of my stuff is digital. So like Avengers is digital.
Okay.
Like
what's this hard
Ghost of
drive size?
Tsushima is
What's the hard
digital.
drive size in that thing?
I have no idea, but obviously, I already have an expanse on my PS4 right now.
It's
So
like 812.
right, so getting an
gigabytes,
expanse
something like
for my PS5 is a no-brainer. I'm definitely
Okay,
gonna do that.
Skinamax.
No games on PS4 are true 4K. Once games become 4K, thank you to
Black Lightning 1.
Appreciate that. Appreciate the what was
The
that?
follow on YouTube.
That was a follow.
Follow on YouTube.
Told you I'm gonna get
Thank
you
you very
some
much.
better alert sounds. But no, so like here's the thing. Red Dead Redemption is proof positive of why digital games is a terrible idea in this generation of gaming. Because that thing was 100 gigs. So guess what?
That's your whole hard drive.
Avengers is
Yeah.
also 100 gigs.
Yeah, that's your whole hard drive right there.
If you get to the point where it's like you downloading games to play them, when they hit that 8K gaming that they're talking about, this thing is 8K ready as well. Both of the systems, them downloads are going to double. There's and Gypsy can speak to this a little bit more because he develops games, but just from a space standpoint, you might be able to fit like 6 games on your system, and then you gotta move
Maybe.
something.
You
Maybe.
know what it's going to end up doing? It's going to be a mixture of streaming off the internet and streaming off your hard drive. That's what they're going to end up going. You're not even going to know it.
Right.
Because everybody's going to be connected to the internet.
But here's the thing: when that
got-
cable bill come through, when that internet bill come through, you gonna feel it.
You better get that
'Cause
on.
you're gonna get
You better get
throttled.
that unlimited.
You're gonna get
Because
You
throttled.
gotta get that
you
unlimited.
will straight,
Yeah.
you will straight
All right,
go
so-
over your data cap.
So
I've done
Hannah-
that multiple times at this point, and the sad thing is the plan that I had never had one, and they never let me know that it did. They just
Oh, wow.
and it pisses me off a little bit because the way that they got the data cap set up, and I thought this was just me. It's all over the place. It's monthly from the 1st to the end of the month. So even if your bill is due like in the middle of the month, if on the 30th you run out of internet, like you run out. And it's depressing. I'm like, dude, my bill is paid, but I don't have anything. It's like, yeah, you ran out for the month. How do y'all?
Yeah, that's why I got. We just switched over to AT&T, and it's unlimited, and like 2 weeks in, I already had like 200 gigabytes used up.
Yeah, it's pretty bad like that.
Yeah.
Well, AT&T in my area only offers 50 megs, so it's
Oh,
not even worth it.
I'm still waiting
Come
for fiber.
on.
Because now they got.
Wait a minute, hold up.
AT&T in
Are
my
you in a
area
rural
is trash,
area?
too.
Is that what you in? You're in a rural area? Is that?
I mean, it's a lot of corn.
Oh,
well,
okay. No,
we're
okay.
in
So
Indiana,
he
so
is. Okay.
The iguana
thing
man, the
is-
iguana man says he got physical because he got tired of digital this past generation.
Okay.
So, and that's
All right.
understandable.
Now, and I will say this: the Best Buy cart that both GQ and I are constantly refreshing to try and get. This is physical only. Like it's not even letting us pick the digital. It's physical only.
Right.
So
Go ahead, Fallen. You
Yeah,
saying
go ahead,
something.
man.
No, I was just alluding to the fact that just because that's one of the things that I'm kind of like iffy about with the Xbox One X, because like Series X. Oh God, I know I'm gonna fuck this up, but with his name. But it's
they
just
announced the
that
Series
I
E
don't
yet, by
think
the way?
we're. It's like I know they like are trying to really go into this whole like cloud streaming stuff with the games and stuff. So it's like the idea is cool, but it's like I don't know, like if it's really doing that. I mean, that's definitely going to eat through some like internet cap like throughout the month. Like if they're going that hardcore with it, especially with them like heavily depending on the Game Pass right now.
Yeah.
So it's just like it's just weird to me that it's like, again, on one hand I get it because okay, they're trying to propel like later on, try to be innovative and like move on to other stuff or whatever, but it's like one of the things that I feel Sony has advantage of is that like, yeah, they're still trying to move ahead, but they don't want to neglect like what's been working either. Like where like you still have the option to be able to use the physical media and stuff like that. And, aside from downloading updates and patches, that you're not killing your internet bandwidth, like when you're playing a game. So, and then plus, like I know like the Xbox Series X has like they're going to be having like their own specific expanded storage thing going on too. And I don't know what the price point is going to be for that.
Because of the way they set up their hard drive, you have to buy like a specific thing that will actually plug in and work with it, just like they had that thing that clipped onto the other Xbox. I can't remember which one it was. It had its own hard drive.
Yeah.
You may still be able to have an external plug-in. I don't know. I don't know what any of these things are doing.
So actually,
right
one
now.
of the things that I kind of also wanted to bring up too, and this is kind of related, is here's something that I don't understand. Like we've been talking about the Series S and the Series X. Microsoft is supposed to have a third as well, isn't that? Aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
I know there's a bunch of
rumors.
wise guys out there that are saying they're going to name it the Series E. So you have the SEX, the Xbox Series SEX, basically, the three letters. But no, seriously, what I don't understand is why in the hell is Microsoft making three different SKUs?
They should just call it the Xbox Y, and it would answer itself.
It's like I don't understand, because isn't the S a less powerful version of the X?
Mm-hmm.
Like it won't even be able to give people the same experience as the Xbox Series X.
Whereas, no 4K.
This is the crazy thing about the Series S, is
and that's what I don't get.
It is like it is like the entry level console, but to be honest, it's no different from the Xbox One X, because it's like, okay, they have some of the stuff like you can use in it, but for one, it's not the maximum resolution for gaming is 1440. And from what I understand, I looked up, like you can't even play the enhanced version of the Xbox One games on it.
No, you have to play. You have to play the old. They because their backwards compatibility, what they wanted it to be, couldn't without them adding another 4 inches to the console, like putting more stuff in it. So they gave us what they could. The thing that I'm waiting for is
I don't get why having three different SKUs, three different experiences, basically. Whereas
because
it's basically what I talked
to buy the service. They don't give a crap about where you play it.
What's that?
Yeah, that's basically what I was talking to GQ about earlier. Is they don't care about that. You buy the service, like you're saying, they want the service. Because if you look at Netflix went from doing discs to killing the disc and doing all digital, right? Because that service made them money. People were like into
don't
that.
Sell per movie, sell the service, give them all of them, give them a reason to give you more money for months at a time.
100%, and that's why they don't care, because they see that
Right.
is the big thing.
And I guess, and then you can contrast that with the PS5. They're selling two different SKUs, but both of them give you the same experience. You know, it's just
it's 100% true. But like, if what is going to happen with the Game Pass, and if you're streaming stuff, you might be able to just stream the freaking top tier games on the S or something like that. I don't know.
Well, they just gave us the sad edition with the SSD or whatnot. That's all the Series X is.
I wouldn't listen. I wouldn't look at this anyway.
I can't. What I want to laugh at, and this goes for both consoles. I'm waiting to see how many of the clueless parents out there who don't really know what's happening are just like, Xbox, let's get the kid an Xbox.
Yeah,
and then the kid unwraps the Series X and then unwraps
get him
the
an
game.
S, bro.
Here's the thing about that. And I guess because this goes back to even to the adulting thing. When I like asked for specific things, I was very specific about what I wanted. So any parents that go in and buy the wrong thing, they weren't trying to buy the right thing to begin with. Because it's too
My mom
easy.
did that. I think that's how I got the Dreamcast, actually.
You wanted a PS2?
I wanted the PlayStation 2, and she said, here's a Sega. And just gave me, because she didn't know what the
boy, these games are
They use her executive override of power as the mom.
That's hilarious.
So like my mom was one of those who
she saw that price.
She was like, oh boy, you're like,
Right.
they're both video games. I don't give a damn what you're paying.
But
you gonna have a
realistically,
parent walk in, see a box that says Xbox, pick it up, and whatever the next fortnight is, bundle them together, and no one in the store is going to say, "Hey, you're being stupid about this." They're just going to ring it up, and they're going to take it to their kids, and they're going to be like, "Well, I don't have the pass, so I don't have anything to play." Bam! Now there's a service involved.
I don't know where you live because even when I worked at Electronics Boutique, I would let parents know what was up. I was like, "Here's exactly what it is."
You don't know what you're talking about when you go in here. They don't give a crap.
There are some parents like that.
Yeah, that's also their fault because back then when I worked at that store, you know, it wasn't the internet existed obviously, but it wasn't as prevalent as far as like grab your phone, look this up, blah blah blah. Any parent that goes into a store now and makes the wrong decision is making the wrong decision on purpose.
Exactly.
So even if the store employee doesn't tell you, "Hey, you're grabbing the wrong thing," you should have known that before you walked in the store.
Like, I don't give a shit. Give me this.
The employee helped left with Electronics Boutique and Walton's, man.
Yeah, because you know what? You know what's gonna happen.
One of my buddies. I'm sorry. Like one of my buddies was saying that like it's going, like kids are gonna be like so pissed off they're gonna mess around and get like an Xbox Series S with physical games.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Man.
Like they go unwrap the Xbox,
like,
and then they go be like, "Yay, thank you," and then unwrap
the
like
parents,
a fucking 360 game or something.
The parents that GQ was talking about, right? The ones that will go in there and basically be like, "Hey, just give me this. I don't care what this is. Give me this." They're the ones that would dare them kids to say something because you know they're gonna backhand the shit out of them if they dare even say it's like, "Boy,
don't the box say Xbox?
This is what you got." All right, so cameras up, y'all. Cameras up, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and wrap up the show. It's 10:03. Ran over just a little bit, but we had fun entertaining you. We hope you also had fun watching us entertain you. So, and if you did, maybe you might consider hopping on over to our Patreon, patreon.com/Culture Junkies, and joining the Culture Junkie Nation. We got 3 different tiers to choose from, and all with their own different benefits. We'll be adding more tiers pretty soon. I'm pretty sure as well.
Plus, you know, you can get a shout out like DeMarcus Smith and Fab Nerd Life.
Yep, absolutely. There are Culture Junkies, Super Junkie tier patrons.
Just making up tiers. It's Culture Junkies level tier. Making up stuff.
Yeah. So anyway, that's the show. Next week we're going to be talking about. Damn, I forgot to write it down. But I think next week, I forgot to write it down. I'm sorry. Next week, actually no, but I do remember. Next week we're going to be talking about what happened to TV theme songs. Because TV theme songs, like remember back in the day, like when Knight Rider used to hit, you know, you used to just be bumping your head, you know, stuff like that. Or when the Thundercats come on, which by the way, my youngest daughter has been watching the old school Thundercats, and when Thundercats come on, like, you can't help but like just go along with that theme song because that shit was bumping. It was back in the day. So yeah, we're gonna wonder what happened to the old school TV, what happened to TV theme songs next week. So make sure you come back and join us for that great show, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, on YouTube, Twitch, or on Facebook. Any final comments before we check out here, gentlemen?
Play more video games.
There.
I will say this: if you are planning on getting a pre-order online, you better be on standby.
No,
At
matter of fact,
11:50.
no, y'all don't be on standby. Y'all stay out of my way. All of y'all stay out of my way.
Really quick. Just a warning for everybody. If you
Yeah.
guys watched The Legend of Korra originally,
Oh God.
when it first aired,
I
and you
did.
didn't like it, just let you know if you rewatch it, you're still not gonna like it.
I like
okay.
I like the Legend of
Okay.
Korra. I thought it was
like
good.
it.
I gotta finish it. I
Yeah.
honestly I didn't get to finish it.
Yeah,
so
I thought it was really good.
I just finished the last season today.
Uh-huh.
I did a review on the first 3 seasons. I'm gonna do a review on the 4th one. Yeah, it's still just like how I remembered it.
okay. All right. The strong words. Okay. All right. So cool. All right, everybody. Thank you once again for joining us. I've been your host, Kenshiro, for my friends GQ, Great Dadakuji,
Hey.
Fallen Marvel, and Gypsy.
Greetings.
We will see you guys next week. Have a great one.